This is how to beat Resident Evil 9 on Insanity mode. We're going to be using no bonus items, no bonus weapons. We're only going to be using the charms you get by doing a playthrough. Mainly we're going to need the Wesker charm and the BSAA charm, and most importantly the cute teddy bear charm. So starting off right here, we're going to have a coin with the steps. Place of antique coins on Insanity is different. We're going to be picking up 2 in the intro over here. Now for this one, we're mainly going to have Grace running around doing things as safe as possible, avoiding as much combat as possible, but all the strats are going to be super safe. We're going to be doing this under 4 hours, with a lot of time to spare, a lot of ammo to spare, a lot of leeway for error, a lot of safe spots. Everything should be consistent, should be easy to follow through, even if you've been doing it for the first time here. Now as we go through the care center, we're going to have Grace pick up no hurts. I'm going to leave that for Leon. And when we play with Leon, we're also going to be trying to do sneak kills, because those are going to be helping us later on when we play as Grace again after the underground sections. Fun fact, every decapitated enemy, whether by Leon or by a critical gunshot by Grace or anyone, will give out more blood on the ground than regularly killing an enemy. If you kill them with hemo, they just give no blood at all, actually. Now intro here, everything is standard. We grab the key, move along. There's going to be an antique coin right here behind the desk. You can just grab it from the front of the desk and go upstairs. There's going to be a green herb at your left at the top of the stairs. I grab it when we go on later down because it doesn't mess up my inventory. It's little things like these that will help you save time. Not going into menus too much because that accounts for the time that you have if you want to be doing this in under 4 hours. Now you don't actually need to do this all in one go. I personally don't save throughout this run. I died twice on Leon sections, but even if you die, unlike other Resident Evil games, if you've played them and try to get like a good time, when you die you can just press continue or restart. The timer is not going to move on. You don't need to quit the main menu or force quit the application or the game. You can just press continue and the timer will go back to where the actual last save was.
Grace, come on.
Now I play both Grace and Leon in first person. You don't have to. All these strats that I'm doing could be played also in third person. It's just a preference. It has nothing to do with any movement or strats I'm doing. Obviously first person is going to have better controls and faster movements. If you ever see a speedrun of this game, it's always done in first person on both ends. That's not really needed. You still have like plenty of time to save. So that's the green herb I grabbed there. Now for the first enemy over here, it's kind of random, honestly. The strat is usually to press left and interact at the same time. And hopefully it's not going to shoot you, but even if he does, if he shoots you once, you can just restart the game. And he'll put you right back to where he starts shooting you again. You can try again. You need to move on with. I'm actually not 100% sure if Grace moves on with the amount of health she has from this section or not, you can just restart it and do it again. If you're fast enough with pressing interact, he's only going to be shooting you once. The second time it's never going to go off.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
For the Leon section over here, jump scare first person, I know.
Me?
We're gonna be finishing our Requiem shots here, all 5 of them. Now, when Grace gets the Requiem, she'll always start with 1, regardless if Leon has 5 or 0. I headshot these 2 people. I make sure to headshot them because if you body shot them, they will turn into blister heads. We're going to be selling off our pistol, and we're never going to be using a pistol for this run, along with all the handgun ammo. We're going to be buying the tack. We're going to be putting on the teddy bear charm. We're going to be putting on the Wesker charm on the Requiem, and buy 2 rifle ammos. Now, the teddy bear charm will give you 60% damage boost if you're at mid-range. It's basically going to be the damage dealer for everything you need in this game.
Get Wrenwood locked down.
If you're close, it's minus 20% damage though, so always make sure that you're at a mid-distance when you're trying to fight any enemy with a shotgun. You're mostly going to be saving it for bosses. I go up this car, I shoot that blister head over there, and the one on the right. And the last shot is going to be for this zombie with the white shirt over here. Make sure it's a headshot, because if you don't, he will turn into a blister head. And that's all the blister head dealt with. Now I do not grab any ammo dropped by zombies right here, at all. We're going to be shooting at mid-range here. Usually crotch shots do more damage than regular shots to the head or anywhere else, I don't know why. Don't get too close to the lady over here. We don't want to activate the next sequence. We're gonna break the box, and now we're gonna start grabbing all our ammo. We do this so we can manipulate all the drops. Since we have never picked up any ammo for the shotgun, the game will constantly give us ammo for the shotgun. As you see, all these drops we're picking up, aside from one static drop, is all going to be shotgun ammo. Shotgun ammo here, here as well, here as well. We're gonna have a shit ton of shotgun ammo right now. Let's go wait over here by the car a bit. Go up it. There's gonna be zombies surrounding you. Usually they'll be by the car at this point, but if they're not, you can just go take a left over here and move on. Before I go on, I like to empty my magazine and not reload it. Just kill off any straggling zombies with the remaining magazine we have, because we're going to be upgrading the magazine capacity, which will fill up all of our ammo, even if it's at 0. So much like Resident Evil 4. Now we're going to be using these tricks a few times of getting the ammo capacity, and it's really useful. For Grace, we're going to be turning on the light over here, taking a few steps in so it spawns in a empty bottle for us. If you don't do this, the empty bottle will not be there later on. Now we're going to be grabbing Uh, the ink ribbon over there, the lighter, most importantly, and the bottle in the closet. I'm not going to be saving as Grace, but if you want to, we're going to be showing a lot of spots for ink ribbons that you can use to just save the game at any point that you're having difficulty with. There's a bottle over here on the table, but if the lighter is off, as you can see, you will actually not be able to pick it up, so make sure that the lighter is on so you can pick it up. Go over here, pick up the other bottle. After the cutscene, we're going to take a right and go into the lights. Don't get too close to the door, otherwise she'll grab you. And don't move immediately outside because her animation of going up side vents does a lot of damage for some reason.
What the hell was that thing?
Free med injector right here. Not that it matters much. We're mostly not going to be picking up healing items as Grace. We're going to be leaving them for Leon. The healing items for Grace are not useful because basically every damage that Grace gets is a one shot essentially. Getting grabbed by the front by a zombie if you don't have a knife is an insta-kill. If she's at full health and you're grabbed from behind, you will survive, but Grace and Danger move slower, so whenever you get grabbed by behind, you need to immediately heal yourself a bit so you can outrun the zombies and move on. I'm gonna wait for her to go away, take a few steps, then run right out. She's gonna break the door down over here. I'm gonna turn around and go back to the room. Not with the light. The one over here. And we're gonna wait and look at the red door over there until she gets in. Once she does, we can loop around all over again. If you go into the room with the light, she'll spawn again either to the right of this corridor or the hatch right before the safe room, so she just basically forces you to do a loop whether you like it or not. There is a skip for it obviously, but and I did a wrong turn there. I thought I had to go on, but the safe room is right here. You're supposed to come right here. There's a skip for it, but it's not consistent. I mean, it is if you know what you're doing, but everything shown in this video is meant to be super easy to do. Even if it's your first time, you just look at it once, you should figure out what's going on. The Leon section over here right behind you when you start. On the wheelchair is going to be a tracking module. Just 1,000 points, but good enough to get you some rifle ammo. We're going to be buying all this rifle ammo beforehand because each section it resets. And by the time we get the rifle, we'll be having a lot of ammo to use that to kill regular zombies and leave the shotgun for the bosses. We're going to be upgrading the sight, the ammo capacity, and the damage for the shotgun.
Experimental
And we're going to be using it for this and the following section to clear out everything we need.
The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
When the combat starts here, take a few steps back, let the zombie swing. You'll die in one shot or two. Stay on the edge for this one. Shooter as well. Each one of these will take 1 to 2 shots. If you're at the perfect range, it'll take 1. If not, it'll take 2. You can do 2 shots. You have a lot of ammo to spare. We're going to be grabbing the chainsaw after dealing with these set of guys over here. And we're going to be placing it towards the cardboard boxes over here. So when we place it down, we don't actually take damage. If you place it down perpendicular to a wall, it will actually spin around and damage you. If it's kind of in a diagonal position, it doesn't. I'm gonna be shooting zombies at around these spaces when they're like close to these lines. That's gonna be about the mid-range over here. It's gonna be doing the most damage, the most bang for our buck. So like at the top of the stairs here, or where that zombie was, or a bit before it. Now that lady over there is the final zombie. Now you'll notice I'll just move on, and I'm not even going to open the cardboard boxes, because with Leon all the drops that are random and are not static are going to be based on how much ammo you have. If you have a lot of ammo of the important guns, like a shotgun, a rifle, SMG, whatever, it's not going to give you anything useful. It's always going to give you handgun ammo, and it's going to be like 3-4 bullets of a handgun ammo. It's just a waste of time to open the boxes.
Bastard did it again.
If you notice our ammo, you'll see that we have about 20 reserve shots, which is more than enough for the next section. And it also means that we're not going to get any shotgun drops from the cardboard boxes. This trick means that most boxes are going to be useless to open, but in certain sections we're going to be manipulating that, more specifically on the chunk fight that's going to come up in the next Leon section. But for now we're going to get back to Grace. On most Insanity playthroughs, if it's your first time, this part is probably going to be like the hardest part ever. Mostly because you have to pretty much avoid everything until you are ready to fight back. So we're going to get in the room, get our key card. I go to the box. There's an ink ribbon there if you want to grab it for later. I drop everything except the Requiem and the key card. And I grab the 2 coins that we got from the intro. For the chef over here, we're going to be looking at him through these shelves. He's going to turn around to look at us and then look away. Once he looks away, we're going to walk, not run, walk towards its card. Don't go too close to the card, otherwise the prompt will disappear. And start pushing forward. And we're basically not going to let go. We're going to keep pushing forward until he turns around, looks at us, and put his cleaver into the air. That's when we're gonna let go. Right about now, I'm gonna let go. Take a few steps back and gonna wait until he pushes the card for us. Right here. Don't get too close, otherwise that animation will damage you. We're gonna run out, take a left in the hallway, grab the makeshift knife, and turn on the lights. As the zombie walks in the room, we're going to be walking out. By that line over there, you can start running. So over here, you can start running again. We're going to be unlocking the shortcut at the end of the hallway. Make sure you do that. There's going to be an ink ribbon over here as well, right in front of the door. I don't grab it, but you can if you want to. And for this section, we're just going to bolt it. We're going to run as fast as we can. We're not going to wait for anything. We're not going to look around. We're not going to loot. We're just going to run. Because if we do this properly, right behind the zombie, we can start crouching and we can completely avoid him. And we can even start running again right when we're in the middle of that green carpet over there. We're going to break this box, grab the ammo. Now breaking the box will alert the zombie at the top of the stairs. That means we can come over here and spin the valve. And until Grace does this animation, the other zombie under the stairs will be away from us essentially and safe for us to go upstairs. Saves a bit of time and the strat works all the time. We're going to be running upstairs, But right before we open this door, you want to crouch down, because if you slam the door with running animation, it's going to make a lot of noise and the guy from downstairs is going to come upstairs. As you close the door behind you, you can stand up, walk, and take this path. Don't worry, it's not too exact, the line isn't too perfect. We're going to be opening up the safe. Password is 20, 50, 30. There's going to be 3 coins in here, so we can grab our bag upgrade for later, and of course the gun. You can stay standing here, and we're going to be waiting until the zombie with the white shirt turns around, and we're going to be following suit. He turns around right here, we can follow him. You can walk or crouch, just don't get too close to him, otherwise he'll aggro. We're gonna take a right over here and go as close to the door as we can, so that the zombie doesn't aggro. If you're any further away, he will notice you. Like any closer to him, rather. So we're gonna wait over here until the zombie on the right turns around, and we're going to walk right out, just like so. The line works all the time. Might take a try or two to learn, but it's not very strict at all. We're going to be grabbing the handgun ammo, and we're going to be going to solve this puzzle over here real quick. 3213 is going to be the password. Moon, sun, star, and then moon. We're going to be grabbing this box over here. You can just unlock it while you grab it. Saves like a few seconds if you want. There's a ammo in these drawers over here. It's a little bit finicky to pick up, and if you're just spamming the interact button, you could unfortunately pick up the pen. There's a lady over here we can just ignore completely. Just make sure you're looking at the door while you unlock it, because it's locked and you have to interact with it. So yeah, if you want the ammo in the drawer, you can just ignore it. It's just a few bullets and you don't really need them.
Yes, I need 2 more.
But if you want to min-max, you can grab that. Once you enter this hallway, you can save earlier if you want. Once you enter this hallway, you want to make sure that you come over here as fast as possible and close the door behind you. After you do so, the butcher's not going to notice you, and you can freely shoot at this guy. It's just going to take a few bullets. If he gets close, just run around the table. Never let him get too close. Make sure you're just spinning him around the table and shooting him. You can take your time here. We're going to be grabbing the backpack. And we're going to be grabbing the key card. There's a vase as well that we can grab some ammo. Right over here. If you shoot and kill this guy really quickly and grab all your loot really quickly, you're gonna have to wait at the door like I'm doing right now, because as you see, if you had opened the door a bit earlier, then the chef would have noticed you and you would have had to back up and kind of kite him through the room and juke him. You can just wait a few seconds and he will be moving by like so, and we can just move right past him. You can also save at this point if you'd like to. I'll be moving on, however. We'll be going to the next section, grabbing a coin over here. You can run in this room as long as you keep to the right. You can keep running in this room. Nobody's going to notice you. For now, the first time you're in here. The safe code will be 50, 30, 90. It's going to have even more coins for us that we're going to need. We're going to move a bit forward, like right around here. The zombie's going to take like 2 steps forward. That's when we can just ignore him and go around. We're going to grab the coin on the table, flick the switch over here, and make it all the way to the end of the hallway. You can grab all the loot over here. The blood collector, the blood sample, we're going to analyze it. Grab some blood over here. Let's grab some in the locker as well. And I'm not going to craft a hemo just yet. I'm going to be crafting it a bit later. I grab my Requiem shot. And this is the fun part. This is where we do our first Requiem shot. It's going to be a collide over here. We're going to come by the pillar right around here. Going to wait for the zombies to align and bang.
Jesus.
If you hit 2 zombies only and one of them stays alive, you can run towards the stairs and just finish them with your handgun. Or you could just load a save and try again. We're going to be grabbing the antique coin from these zombies. I just checked if the doctor is alive. He is, unfortunately. If you don't headshot him, most of the time he will be alive. Don't do what I did. Don't shoot him. I was just like, is he dead or not? He wasn't dead because I didn't headshot him. Do as I say, not as I do. You can skip the animation for Chunk here if you look down and look away. We're going to be going to the safe room beforehand. As you saw, we're going to grab scraps in that base. It's always going to be scraps. And a lockpick. Now he grabs me over here, but as long as he grabs you from the side, he'll never kill you. But that's very finicky. I recommend to just not do that. Just leave the doctor alone. As you come back, he will come to life, and he's going to ignore you. That's going to be the better strat for you to do. I'm going to unlock over here and use the lockpicker grab from the safe room before Chunk, before the keycard. Now, you can save the game right here as well. I, of course, don't. I just craft a hemo. I make sure to unequip the knife. Whenever I want to hemo someone, I always check if I have a knife, because if you don't and you're spamming the attack button, instead of the hemo, it will start knifing people, which is just going to be terrible for you. So we're going to wait around that corner, wait for the chef to show up, and if he always does show up around that corner, you can always just hemo him, kill him, move on. We're going to be grabbing the blood from the first ever zombie that we killed over here, and that's going to give us a total of 60 blood. Now, from the group of zombies that we collided, I did grab 40 blood from there. You could get more if you get headshots, but even worst case scenario, as you saw, I body shotted all of them, you will get guaranteed 40 blood. At least it should. We're going to look for the zombie. It's going to be on the right side of the screen. Now, if you ever want to look at a corner in this game, have you noticed right there, if you look at it straight, you're not going to see it, but if you look away from the corner, you can see it. So if you want to peek to the right, you look left. If you want to peek to the left, you look right. Now we saw over here that the zombie came in, and now he's going back. And now I'll go into my inventory, make sure I don't have a knife, and I do have an emo. I almost miscrafted it and got myself caught here, but got away with it. Gonna be moving in here, this room. Gonna be going to that safe room, and we're not gonna... I recommend you also don't save here just yet, because we're gonna be doing some chores. We're just gonna be grabbing the scrap and the lockpick. There is a free safe in that room, but it's better to just wait until we do some of these free, easy chores first. So what I do here is grab some blood here, grab the coin in the basin in the kitchen. Coin right here. Now we can just start blasting this guy. It's very easy to kill. But don't do what I did. He got too close here and I didn't move away. What I did is stupid. Do as I say, stay further away. I've had this guy sometimes not drop the knife on very rare occasions, but there is a free knife there if you want to make scraps out of it or keep it as a safety item. I grab all the blood over here. Now we did grab... We're going to wait for the zombie to look away so we can start running to the other side of the table. Now we did grab the, in the parlor, the capacity for the blood collector. So when we went in there for the first time to collect blood, we also went in there to do that. Over here, some inventory management stuff. For the most part, in this section, you will have like stacked inventory. Make sure when you go out through this shortcut, because there's going to be a cleaning lady on the right that actually goes in to clean up the mess you made once you kill that zombie. So make sure that you take the shortcut and don't go into the kitchen through through the dining room, because you're going to be met with a zombie. Now we're going to be stacked on handgun ammo as well. You can at this point go into the bathroom, but I'll show you what I'm talking about as I do this in a later part. But you could do it at this point as well, and I'll hint to it later. I immediately go into the garage to, as long as you have like one inventory space enough to go into the garage, and it's very easy to do. The password is to put down number 2 and 5, put that slider in the middle, and you can move the hand from auto into hand and auto again. And it doesn't have to be in any sequence. You can do it manually. For this guy, the first shot hit anywhere around the windshield, and 3 focused headshots will kill him. So 1 shot in the windshield, 3 headshots, and he's dead. You can then drop the ammo and wait. On insanity mode over here, you have to actually shoot things in 3 times. One here, twice there, and then you can move on.
Why is it still moving? Give me a fucking break.
Now doing all these parts quickly is what helps save time. There's going to be some ammo over there on the right, but I genuinely do not need it. You'll finish the game with like more than 30 ammo to spare, especially like my aim is horrendous and I still have a lot of ammo to spare. You can save at this point if you want to. Make sure to grab the wrench. We're only going to need... You can put down the keycard, you can put down the other organ, you can put down spare ammo, because especially you'll have a lot of ammo from the parlor. And if you're not letting go of it, it'll end up being more than a stack. A stack of handgun bullets is 50 with grace. Over here at the stairs, you're going to have a guaranteed scrap in that box and handgun ammo on the other. It's a static drop. Over at this section, I recommend to not run around like I do. Walking is better to not alert the zombies, so over at this section I start walking. And once you're in the room, you definitely want to start crouching, especially before you open the door. Grab the blood bag over there, and we're going to grab the blood sample as well. Or at least I try to, my inventory is full here. I was supposed to let go of the raw metal I had earlier, but I kept it. But even if you do that mistake, it's fine. I start running out of here. As long as you're never going to come back to the room, it's okay to run out. But if you're ever going to come back, make sure to not do that, because there's going to be a zombie in the hallway now. When you come over here, the singing lady is going to come over here. I check if I have a hemo and the knife is unequipped, so I can spam the action button so I can kill her. I'm going to go downstairs, grab the bottle that we got from on top of the desk. We're going to aim it right at the wall, wait for the zombie to go there, and of course hemo him as well. If you just shoot him regularly, he will turn into a blister head. I'm gonna loot the entire room clean. The scrap, the organ, the 2 boxes with ammo, and the blood bag. I take the way upstairs again, because I want to go into the locker that is upstairs to grab the extra raw metal for even more ammo. Before we do so, there is some blood over here, and upstairs, if you go further upstairs, there's going to be some handgun ammo and a green herb if you want to pick up. And we're going to avoid these guys like we did the first time. We're going to wait at the same spot. Once they both turn around, we can just walk right out. Now over here, watch out. I'm gonna look to the right so I can check the left, the same strat I used earlier to peek to the other side. We're gonna wait for the woman zombie to come over here. Once she... So if you see I look at it directly, I don't see it, but if I look away, I see like at a better angle. If you're too close to these zombies, they will notice you, unfortunately, so make sure you're sneaky, like I do. She walks away over here, and now you're free to walk over here. Don't crouch because you might not have enough time, and don't run because she's obviously going to notice you. And this is the part where I noticed that I have 2 lockpicks and that I actually forgot to use the lockpick I got earlier in the bathroom section downstairs. So I just opt to go downstairs now and do that later in the upcoming section. But it's going to be smoother if you had done it beforehand. But even if you don't, you'll notice that with mistakes like these, if you forget an item here and there, you still have plenty of time to spare to go back and backtrack and do some extra chores if you want. So over here, watch out. The zombie might be in the hallway going to the dining room. I look around and I notice that she's right there going into the dining room. So I wait. You can wait for her here, or you can go around through the kitchen. Both ways work. I just stand here around the corner waiting for her. Well, that's definitely Grace that made this. There is about 100 blood in the bathtub in the bathroom. It's worth it to grab that one, I'd say, but if it's too out of the way, you don't completely need it. You'll notice by the end of the game that you will have way too much blood to spare, way too much time to spare, way too many resources. You'll be really good. Even if you don't follow it to a T, it's not like a tight run at all. I'm going to be opening the lock over here. Make sure to start crouching by that pillar before you reach the guy. Right on this line, and you can run out once you get to that part again. You can save at this point. I don't know. Do I make a save here or not? I don't remember. I do remember doing the save here in one run. You make sure to craft all the ammo. It's going to be about 6 Requiem bullets. You're going to need both your organs. You're going to need at least 1 hemo. Grab the gun. Grab the extra ammo. Don't do like I do. I think I leave my ammo here or not. Right, this run I keep my ammo. Good. Learning from our mistakes. Now I know the doctor is alive, so instead I opt to clear this room first. Usually the woman will walk right out and Chunk will come in. Like, usually, this happened to me a lot of times in a row at this part. I always hemo the quiet guy and I shoot the woman. But even if it's not a free kill like I got, she lunges a lot. Make sure you really leave distance between her and yourself. Lead her all the way to the main hall if you need to. Just, you don't need to stand there and shoot at her legs or anything like that, because if you miss with Grace, you're just dead. You can shoot this doctor right outside, and if you notice, if you're far away enough, even the other guy, that doctor, will not notice you. Once he moves away, we can just input in the organs.
say get
Now, you don't actually need to kill this guy. You could if you want to save a few seconds, and you will have the ammo to spare, honestly. I just opt to show that you don't really need to. If you just wait enough, or bait him into the hall, either way, he will just die and give you the key card himself. Now he drops that, we got the key card, we can move on. It's very important to open this door over here if you haven't already. There's also a scrap in this drawer over here. But super important, do not grab the pantry key. Leave the pantry key. We're gonna have Leon open it for us instead, because there's gonna be 3 zombies in the pantry, and Grace cannot handle that. At least we don't want her to spend a lot of resources trying to handle that. All the strats we're gonna do are super safe. Now, if you notice, we haven't gone upstairs. We're gonna actually be doing this quartz first, the star quartz, instead of the other one, the sun quartz. We're gonna leave that section for Leon to clear out for us completely, and then we're gonna get back as Grace and grab it for completely free without having to deal with a singing lady and 3 zombies attacking us all at the same time, and even possibly Chunk.
which button's which. This must.
As you go out, just don't make too much noise, because there's going to be 4 zombies that we're going to be following along. And before we came here, we loaded only 1 shot, 1 bullet of the Requiem. We made sure we only did 1, because the last bullet of the Requiem with the Wesker charm will do a lot more damage than a regular loaded Requiem. So I make sure to only load 1 bullet, so I can kill all these guys in 1 shot, even if it's a body shot. I line them up all over here by the exit, and I shoot and kill. 1 shot does the trick. Make sure you don't get too close to them, and make sure you don't die to Chunk over here, if he's around. As you come back, there's a zombie over there is going to get up. It's going to be a blisterhead, but he's going to be a blisterhead by the stairs, so it's going to be for Leon to handle. We don't have to worry about it at all. For the next section, make sure you load all your Requiem ammo, all 5 bullets. Kind of mess up my inventory management here a lot. I opened and closed the box like 17 times.
What do you want me to read?
Now the path all the way leading to the
Can you read them?
next quartz area is going to be completely free. We've pretty much killed everything there.
Star. I have to keep it together.
We're going to be touching right outside the store and going back in, because it's going to activate Chunk for us. There's always going to be Chunk spawning over there. We're just going to have to go right outside and get back in to make sure that he spawns. You also don't want to go too far in outside, otherwise the zombies that we just killed with the collateral are going to turn to blister heads before you can cross them. So just go right outside, go right back in, wait for Chunk to pass, and now we're going to bolt through. As you see over here, there's going to be zombies turning. Just shimmy around them as much as you can, as fast as you can. You can grab the hunting knife on your way in for a safety item in this arena. There's also scrap on the table over there I never grabbed, but I never really needed it either. If you want, you can grab it. We're gonna head right outside and head right back in. We're gonna be doing that a lot to activate a lot of things in this game. But yeah, we just go right outside and get back in. And we're gonna try to get headshots. So there's going to be always this guy on your left and on your right. It depends who comes first, so make sure you check your left as well. There's going to be 4 enemies, and if one of them has a head on them, a random zombie will turn to a blister head. So I make sure to headshot them to not get a blister head. We got 5 shots and 4 enemies. So I missed there, as you see, but it's fine. I got one extra bullet that I can miss. And actually, I didn't headshot the last guy. Well, I didn't decapitate him, I did headshot him. Which means he will turn into a blister head. So I grabbed the blood bags and the scraps in these rooms for extra loot. You don't need to, but, you know, extra loot while we wait for Emily anyways. Now I hear the blister head sound and I'm like, oh, I didn't kill him, did I? So at this point I just grab the blood in that room. You can actually sneak past this guy. Like if you stay in the room, in this room, and no zombies are killed in this room, and they turn into blister heads, they will not notice if you just crouch down. You can just wait here. You can also, even if they notice you, just juke around them through the window like I do over here. You got 2 entries, you can just exit one as they enter the other one. So yeah, you kill 4 zombies, and the blister head you don't need to kill. And if you want, you can even kill the blister head. You got 5 shots, so 4 for the zombies, 1 for the blister head. It's really not that hard. All you have to do is just stay composed. Now here is the fun part.
I'm glad that FBI agent got away.
I make sure to spend some ammo over here because I got too much.
Yeah.
Around like 15, 14 reserved ammo. And 8 in your chamber is like enough.
I intend to find out.
Now we're going to be grabbing the gunpowder over here. I'm not going to be grabbing any of the other boxes because, as I said, they're just going to be handgun bullets. It's just not going to be necessary. But we're going to be using that trick to get a lot of ammo after this boss fight. So here's what we do. We go into this very corner. We start blasting his head. It's going to drop down. Now with this shotgun, you want to make sure that you reload always with 1 ammo left, because it's much faster to reload that way. Once he gets up, I'm going to make my way all the way to the end over here, look at him and wait for him to belly flop and start following us, like so. When he does, we're just going to take this path around, so he can unlock all the loot for us by the time we kill him. So now he's unlocked everything, he's stuck at the door, just blast away at his head. We make sure we're always at mid-range, don't get too close. They have the range that I am, and he's already dead. Now, for the loot, we're just going to be opening every single box, and we're not going to be grabbing anything. We're just going to be opening boxes. And all these boxes, because we only have 4 shots left, are going to be guaranteed shotgun bullets. So I grab those ones over there. No, I don't finish right here. I also open the door. This is like an overkill. You do not need to do this. But if you even want to be more stacked, before I grab anything, I open the door, go outside. There's another box outside, right over here. I shoot it, and that's also going to be even more shotgun ammo. Now just look at all this ammo. You can always open your map to make sure that you grabbed all the loot in a room. Now, as you see, we have 34 reserved shots. That's a lot of bullets. And there's even more in this box over here. So yeah, a total of about 40 shots, 48 shots of the shotgun shells. That's going to be more than enough to kill an Ark. But now I do sneak around here though. Now, as I said earlier at the start of the video, when you sneak kill with Leon, it's a guaranteed decapitation. And decapitations give more blood to Grace, gives double the amount. And with Grace, we also left all these green herbs, which means Leon is about to have a lot of heals as well. So it's basically them helping each other out. Grace left the green herbs for Leon, Leon decapitates, so Grace gets more blood. It's kind of like a co-op game, really. Over here you can grab the shotgun upgrade, and you can even buy even more shotgun ammos if you want, or rifle ammos. Now buying ammos and herbs is going to be like a big deal, because without it you're not going to have enough. I missed that green herb at the end of the hallway, I just noticed. You can grab that green herb at the end of the hallway, but you're really not going to need them. You're going to have way too much shields by the end of this one anyways. I finished with 12 med injectors left, and I wasn't even being careful. Now decapitate both zombies. The first doctor is going to show up, we're going to decapitate him, wait a bit, and kill the other guy. Around this corner over here is going to be a blister head, as you mentioned before. Shoot him 2 times in the crotch, he's going to drop down, and then you can just finish him with an axe. That's basically going to be strat for any blister head that you want to kill in your runs. Shoot him twice at mid-range with a tag shotgun around the crotch area. They're going to drop down, you're going to axe them, and that's it. There's a green herb at the end of this room over here. And with Leon, we're going to be clearing some stuff for Grace as a favor return for leaving all these green herbs for Leon. It's going to be super easy for Leon to clear all this out. We're going to be crouching over here and just blasting all these zombies as they come at us. Now you're at around the perfect mid-range to neutralize that damage. It's going to take like 1 to 2 shots to kill these guys. After the scream, you can go to the door frame and just kill her in 2 shots if you're standing at the door frame where I was. You even get a tracking module there as well. I grab the pantry key as Leon, not as Grace. If Grace puts it in her item box, Leon will not be able to pick it up, so make sure you leave that alone. But even if you do mistakenly do it, it's fine to just not go into the pantry at all. There's just some blood in 1 shot of the Requiem, which you're not going to need, but you know, if you want extra safety, there's always some in here. Now 3 zombies here at mid-range, very easy to kill them. There's a closet as well. And aside from that, we're going to leave everything else for Grace. Now we can actually do our mission as Leon and go all the way into the office. Victor's office. Oh, and I forgot these 2 guys completely. As we run out as Grace, the zombie comes over here. If you don't run out, both will be in this room over here. This one will always have 2 green herbs. The drops in these closets are always static, so it's always going to have the same things inside of them. For the zombie with a bomb, you can completely ignore him. Just go to his right. There's a herb right as you go up the stairs on the right, if you want to grab that. What a fucking shame. You get into this room, kill this guy over here. I'm going to be using his axe to kill the upcoming blisterhead. And he goes over right over there by the doors. So when he gets close to us, we're going to throw the axe so we have enough time to go up and axe him and one-shot him. Gonna get in this room. Shoot the guy anywhere, even on the feet is fine. Grab the axe and hit him. We shoot him to activate him so we can axe him. We go into this room over here and kill this guy. Keep the room by 4. And we're going to wait for the zombie to basically get up and start moving. If you're shooting him beforehand, it's going to ego everything. He's just not going to get affected by any bullets at all. They have way too much health, don't waste them. The best way is to just start shooting him in the crotch twice, axe him, that's it. I'm going to wait for this guy to get up. I don't land his shot properly. I did it on the hand instead, but 2 shots to the crotch, 1 axe shot, that's it. Otherwise they take way too many hits to drain their HP to 0 instead. I'm going to be pulling the lever, I'm going to be waiting by the door for the zombie to turn and jump through the window. And again, I'm not going to shoot until they get up completely. Shooting them any time when they're in animation, it just does nothing. It's just like... As you see when we read at the right time, you can just 2-shot them instead. You grab all the loot around here. It's gonna be 2 shotgun drops, 1 med kit. I think that one is a grenade, I'm not sure.
Well, that's my cardio for the week.
But yeah, we pretty much only grab the lever when there is only 1 enemy left. If you do the lever too quickly, it is faster, but you also have like 3-4 blister heads on you at the same time, which is very difficult to handle. As you saw, none of the blister heads had any chance of fighting back. None of them got to even do an attack at us. In fact, that whole Leon section, I don't think we took damage there, if I'm not mistaken. For this underground section, or the basement section with Grace, we're going to be creating enough Molotovs to arson the entire building. We're just going to be creating Molotovs left and right. We're going to be needing 4 hemos. That's going to take priority, the 4 hemos. Then afterwards, we're going to be just crafting Molotovs. So grab all the blood bags you got, grab all the 5 empty bottles you have at this point. Make sure you have about 4 hemos coming into this section over here, which you should be if you've been gathering the blood that I've been gathering. We're gonna hemo this guy facing down with the white shirt. And then the room on the left, the one with the white suit over here. The other 2 are gonna come a bit later on in this underground section. There's some blood on the left over here. And there's some even more blood and scraps in this cell over here. Grab them before you grab the plug. We're gonna grab the plug and we're gonna bolt it right out here. No need to wait for it. You're gonna be safe 100% of the time as long as you're efficient with your movement, as long as you're not looking around and you know where to go basically. So we're gonna come all the way into this plug over here, so we'll learn the Molotov recipe. Crouch down by the door and hemo this guy. Molotov recipe is going to be in the box, sitting like that. There's blood right over here by the zombie. And from now on, we're just going to be crafting Molotovs. As you can see, we already have 3. There's some scrap in this locker. I grabbed scraps along the way. There's a lot of scraps in this area that you can just grab and bank for later. After we get out of the basement, we're gonna be crafting some hemos for the lab. And the scraps that are coming from here are going to be useful for them. Grab our plug, we bring it all the way to the end over here. I recommend grabbing this herb on the right. The key item on the bottle. And then we're not going to grab the blood, we're going to get back, shoot at the lady, then grab the blood. As she's in her animation eating a corpse and noticing you, have enough time to grab the blood and run all the way around like so. Now this is not only useful for saving time, this actually lets you know when she's going to aggro you, because if you aggro her too close, she's going to actually hit you. And when she hits you, you're going to be in danger, you're going to walk slowly. That's why that green herb might be useful that you grab right there. As we're coming over here, you're just going to bolt it into the safe room. I recommend turning off your flashlight so she doesn't notice you too quickly. But you can always make it into the safe room if you're quick. I do not recommend going back and baiting her by putting the plug into the room beforehand, because the zombie that was down in that double door room will actually get up and attack you. I store in 2 Molotovs because we're going to be crafting so much that we're going to be basically capping the stack of Molotovs, which is 5. As she goes up, we're going to be going all the way into the plug room by the cells. This one is much safer because it's slower, but it is safer. Scraps to the left over here. It's safer because in the other path in the middle, there's 2 zombies along the way. So instead of getting 2 hemos and getting rid of these 2, you can just ignore them and take the long way. Zombie's gonna pass on you right here. There's always gonna be his movement right here. So you'll always be able to get him right here, because he's scripted to start moving as you're going out of the vent. There you can grab some blood. There is some ammo in the safe that we can grab later. Do I grab it now? Oh yeah, I think I do grab it now. And the password for it, I'm pretty sure I was checking my notes there. The password for it is 50, oh sorry, 7050, and is it 0 or 20? It's 20, yeah. 705020. There's a knife behind the boxes that I grab later.
That's 2.
I take the plug on the bottle and I move on to the next section. Tried to make some inventory space over here, but I couldn't find anything to do, so I just get rid of the scrap. I'm not gonna need that many scraps, and trust me, neither will you. I'm gonna get into this room over here. By using this wrench over here, we've used it on both places, so now we can actually get rid of it. Grab the blood. I grabbed this blood right now instead of earlier because I already overcap on blood before I get the Molotov recipe. So it's better to wait until now to grab these 30 bloods. Otherwise you'll just be sitting with too much blood to do anything with, because you want to be using them for Molotovs for the arena section at the little gutter area, whatever it's called.
The smell.
Forklift key, use it over here. We can grab the blood, we can grab the backpack in the room. There's a handgun and ink ribbon there as well. Feel free to save in between any time you're close to the safe room. We've been there a few times now and we're going to be there even more. You can feel free to save at any section that you're not sure of. There was an ink ribbon right there, for example, if you wanted to grab. You can grab it instead of scrap if you want to. There's way too many scraps that you'll need anyways. If you look down here, and move to the left, she's not gonna notice you. I mean, sorry, the animation is not gonna bother you instead. But it saves just like 2-3 seconds. You don't really need to do it. But most animations could be cancelled. For example, that jump scare when you grab the keycard with a chunk, or when you see the liquor for the first time. You can just look down to avoid them. Now I put my scraps down, leave only 1 stack of ammo because I'm not going to need more than 1 stack of ammo. You can save there if you want. That's a good point to save. The zombie's going to get out of the cell. We're going to ignore him and go to the left for now. After we get into the safe room over here, then we can start blasting at him. What's even funnier is that you don't really need to kill him as you get into the room, because you have this vent over here, and now you're immortal. He can never reach you in that vent, and you can just start blasting at his knees until he's dead. I decapitated that guy, and I got a crit, a lucky crit, and that means I'll get more blood from that crit, but you might not be so lucky to get that crit, so I just did not pick up that blood to show you that even if you did not get a crit, even if you're unlucky, even if you never get a crit or a decapitation by chance, you'll still be fine on blood. So I basically just leave the blood over there. But if you ever do get a decap, if you ever do get a crit in your runs, feel free to use them. Enemy's gonna drop down here. You can start running out after like 4 steps. 3 and 4. You just run to the plug. Just stay in the corner until the lights are on. And afterwards we're safe. Just don't get too close to her, otherwise her running away animation will hurt you. Now before I go into the corpse area rooms, I grab the makeshift knife for safety, because this upcoming zombie is, honestly, in my opinion, this is the hardest part of the run. This zombie over here. You need to kill him as fast as possible. They need to not miss your shots. But if he does grab you, you do have a safety knife. And there's a bunch of green herbs coming later on, so you should be safe even if he grabs you. Now, we grab the lockpick from the fence. We're going to be using that to grab some rare metal over here that you can use for Racoon ammo if you want to. It's going to be for Leon. You're not going to need it at Strats at all. So you can even skip that one if you don't want it. There's some handgun ammo over here. And we're just going to wait until you get a good space over here to move along. Now for this space, just stay with the corpses. Don't dally around. Otherwise, there's going to be a zombie that drops over there. And you'll have to deal with him in a very small area, which is not fun to do. So just stay with the opening that you have and keep going forward. Pull the wheel over here. Spin the wheel, grab some blood, and there's a free save over here that you can use, as well as a green herb. this area is really easy because we have way too many Molotovs. Our strat is going to be shoot them in the head once and throw a Molotov at them. So there's going to be 2 zombies here. One is automatically going to go on the grinder. The other one you shoot on his right leg, so the leg on your left, twice, and he'll go the grinder as well. They're completely free. There's going to be 2 zombies then. 1, 2. You're going to shoot a Molotov after the headshots. Now, you just headshot him once and Molotov them, and that's it. And there's going to be 1 zombie over here. Shoot a Molotov. You'll recognize the zombies. They're always going to be in the same positions. But even if you don't memorize their positions, they'll always have like half a head. Or like a messed up head. Or like half their brains are out. Like that, like that. Next up is going to be 2 zombies. Shoot Molotov. And then the last wave is also going to be 2 zombies. So you start with 2, then that are free completely. And another 2, then 1, then 2, and then this is the last one. 1 and 2. So as you see, their heads are like half thrown out, so you know. And when you shoot them, they actually have like a head response to them, like there's some blood coming out of them. If you shoot other zombies, you'll notice that it just goes right through them. So yeah, after 5 waves, 2 zombies, 1 zombie, 2 zombie, and finally 2 zombies. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. You can just go right out. You should use just about 4 Molotovs. In comparison to like the 7 you have. And you can just go right out. As I said, their positions will always be the same. So you can just save here, check where they spawn, and then reload and do it if you want to. Their models are always the same as well, so you can just know from the model, know from their positioning, know from the next wave number, rewatch the video, or just use a save file and know exactly where they are. Throw a Molotov. You can also just throw a Molotov first. The fire will stay on their body, and then you can shoot them later, once. You don't even need to shoot them, but shooting them afterwards make them die faster, which essentially means they don't have a chance to grab you at all. Now, since we've used all the empty bottles we have into creating Molotovs, we're going to start just using the blood we get from around here to just create hemos for the lab. And the ammo, Racoon ammo if you want. Now, quick tip, if your inventory is full, but there's like 2 stacks of item, like if I open my inventory over here, you'll notice that I have 2 Molotovs, each one taking 1 spot. You can essentially clear a space by using autosort. So for example, I have 1 Molotov, each one taking 1 space. I use autosort and it combines them for you. There's actually no other way to combine them aside from autosort, which is weird and stupid in my opinion. Now we're going to go all the way back to grab our plugs. You can save if you want to before coming into here, but you don't really need to. This part is like free. You grab the plug and the lady is going to come down from the vent, so don't immediately go into the vent. So as you see, I take like a right kind of curve before I get into the vent. You can also just wait for the lady to drop down and then go into the vent. If you bolt straight through it, you will take damage and it will hurt. Now the fun part about this path is after you grab the last plug, you can just drop them all right here. You're close to them, which is fun. For this section, you just immediately run after the cutscene. Try to cut corners as much as you can because that zombie over there on the right
Just don't let go.
could grab you. That zombie on the right could grab you. And if he does, if you're not fast enough and he does grab you, just make sure you have like a herb or a healing item so you can rush through it. As long as he grabs you from the back and you're at full health, he's not going to kill you. Because as I said before, grabs from the back at full health, it's not kill place. And the rest of this section is as usual.
Grace? Are you hurt? I'm okay. That's good. Good, Emily. What's going on? Hey, Emily. Do you maybe want to leave with me?
Now basically as Grace, the plan is to create 5 hemos and 5 molotovs. That's pretty much all you're going to need for the rest of the game, essentially, after you create them. Now, Leon left a whole mess for you that you can grab blood out of. You have a whole lot of scraps from the underground and other places as well, so you can easily craft the 5 molotovs and the 5 hemos. You'll actually have plenty of blood to spare if you want. You can go upstairs, you can go to the east wing, you can go to the west wing. There's basically more blood, basically everywhere around the map for you right now. Now, since we haven't grabbed this medallion over here, we're going to be grabbing that as well. The gourds. Password for this is going to be 3121. So star, sun, and sun. Now when I go into this hallway again, there's usually going to be a sneaky little blister head close by, so don't just run into that hallway after you finish the stairs. He's never ever noticed me, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Now there's also plenty of blood upstairs that I don't even bother to go get, but if you want to, again, there's plenty of it upstairs if you want to like create extra ink ribbons or extra mollies or handgun bullets if you want. After you're ready, we should be about like just 5 mollies and 5 emos. We can start going to the next section. Load up 1 shot into the Requiem, or more. It's okay if you load more, but for the next section you're gonna need 1 shot.
We did it. Emily? Are you alright? Emily?
I don't know.
There's a knife in the pond, right about over here.
We need to keep moving, okay?
Also, just for extra safety, you don't really need it.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Please. Just let it be in here. What? What the hell?
There is a ink ribbon on the table over there you can grab or bank for later. You can make a save over here if you're not too comfortable with this part, or scared of it, rather. Or you can just keep it later for the lab if you want. For this part we're going to need to Molotov the left leg of that guy over there. It's not too precise, it doesn't be exactly there, but right about there. We'll kill all these guys. We're gonna equip our Requiem and make our path just like so. I'm gonna go right in front of this guy over here. Aim and shoot at this guy. Basically rob the back of this guy. We're gonna get grabbed. He's gonna damage you. It's gonna be very minimal damage. I was not at full health there. That's why it got me into caution. If you're at full health, you'll still be at fine after that hit.
Oh, shit.
I make sure that I do not have a knife equipped, and you know exactly why, because every time I want to use a chemo, I make sure that I have more knife equipped, so I can spam the action button to not use the knife instead. Now on Insanity mode, there's going to be a cheeky little Easter head at the top of the stairs on your left, right around the corner, so you can just start spamming the Hemo button, RT, R2, left click, whatever you're using basically. Gonna keep to the left over here to not get hit by the falling container.
Why does this shit keep happening?
Now you can shoot this guy over here on the right twice in the leg. I didn't have a regular pistol on me, so I just did the other method, was just taking the very long way around him to make sure he doesn't grab you. It's better to shoot him actually, because even if you go around the long way, sometimes, very rarely, he will grab you if you're not careful. The Leon section with the sniper over here. We're gonna have some fun.
Found some files on Victor's computer. She's connected to this somehow.
Gonna grab the module, and we're gonna have plenty of money to grab ourselves the marksman. Grab the marksman over here. We're gonna upgrade the power twice. Grab the rifle ammo, the shotgun ammo. We're gonna upgrade. We're gonna put on the BSAA charm. Make sure to get the scope as well. Some ammo on the windowsill. We're gonna shoot this guy twice in the dome, so he doesn't become a blisterhead later on. Gunpowder large there. Gonna shoot this guy twice in the head as well. And we're just gonna start blasting all these guys. You can follow the path that I'm taking to kill all these zombies. You can also just wait until they attack Grace first. Up to you. But basically it's going to be these specific zombies that you can kill. There could be a guy over there sometimes, it's random. The chef is going to be over here, the butcher. You can just shoot him 3 times and he'll go down. You don't need to be too fast at this part, because even if you're super fast, Grace will not open the door until some time passes. It's going to be a zombie that drops by here. You can just pre-place your cursor.
It must be time for the evening service.
Now, after I kill, like when I'm around here at this part, I do not reload my rifle anymore, because after this fight we're going to be upgrading the capacity. We're going to be using the rest of the ammo. We're going to be refilling the rest of the ammo with the capacity upgrade instead of reloading. So you see over here I canceled the animation. I remember that I'm not supposed to reload. And after Grace goes in, you can remove the scope so you can actually get the benefits from the BSAA charm. The only thing we're going to be crafting
Grace.
are shotgun shells. That's it. Nothing else. Just shotgun shells. We're going to be stacked to the brim with shotgun shells. You saw how much damage it does with the acute bear charm. Basically just going to be using that.
Excuse me.
Blast this barrel over here so the guy lying down doesn't bother you. We're going to take a right, grab the shotgun. We're going to shoot this lying guy over here, otherwise he'll grab you. Same with that guy. And shoot this guy away. Grab your rifle.
Stay with me.
And this part is kind of precise. You shoot that barrel. Kick this guy. Grab the shotgun, shoot this guy twice. You go all around the long ways, kill this guy, grab the axe to hit the blister head. You hit him with an axe, and you can make your way upstairs. We're gonna wait until the boss comes right up the stairs. And we're gonna kick him. Throw the barrel, kick him. You always take a step or two back, then place a grenade at your feet. And melee him. Take a few steps back, look at the ground. Put the grenade at your feet. And there's one last little blister on his back. That's not going to be destroyed unless you
Time to clear up the rest.
melee him from the back. We're gonna drop down, grab that axe, and the first guy we killed, we're going to use it like so. Basically going to be grabbing an axe from a guy, killing it, grabbing an axe from a guy, killing it. After you're doing that, you can grab all the loot in the arena, and we're done. Now this strat is super consistent. And in fact, I'm gonna rewind a bit and do the battle from the start, just to show you how it is. So again, you shoot that barrel, you run and melee him, grab the shotgun, shoot the guy on the right, you huck the wall over here so the boss doesn't hit you, you shoot this guy, grab his axe and throw it so it hits the blister head, grab an axe, you hit him with it, we go make our way upstairs, grab the loot in this box over here, as he makes his way upstairs we're going to blow it up, we're going to melee him, we're going to take a step or two to the back with a grenade at our feet, and melee him again, take a step or two back, with the grenade at our feet, make sure that you haven't hit his back once, that you go to his back manually and do it. I'm gonna drop down, grab the axe, hit the guy,
Clear up the rest.
melee him, grab the axe, rinse and repeat. Now this is 100% consistent, as I said. There's a restart where you can just try again and again if you want to learn this. But even if you don't do the specific path, you can just use your grenades to stun him and hit him. You have plenty of grenades, you have plenty of shotgun ammo, more than you're gonna need. You have plenty of heals. So if you want, you don't need to do it this way, but this one is 100% guaranteed. It works all the time.
There's gotta be a way to get to the surface.
And it's not RNG based, and you spend a very little amount of resources as well. It's 2 rifle shots that are going to come back automatically because we're going to be refilling the capacity. Like 2 to 3 shotgun shells. I'm sorry, 3 to 4 shotgun shells, and 2 grenades.
I'm sorry.
Which for that fight is not much at all.
I'm so sorry.
Now for this boss fight, unlike the other one, we're not going to spend a single bullet or any resources. Now this one is also 100% consistent, and this is also going to be super safe and easy, and guaranteed no RNG.
Gotta get the power room. It's my only chance.
There's some ammo over there for the Requiem. We're gonna leave that for Leon. We're gonna make our way to the end of the hallway and take a right. She's gonna spawn right here. We're gonna book it all the way back. And we're gonna go to the left like so. We're gonna make our way around the lever. She's gonna pop up to a jump scare. We're immediately gonna turn off the lights. And we're gonna flip our first crank. Now try to stay in front of her. If you go way too quickly, she'll bump into you as she's going back and will deal damage to you. There is Requiem ammo over there as well. Make sure to grab it. I'm gonna make our way into the first room again. I'm gonna be grabbing the crank from the storage area. As we're trying to place it in, she's gonna jump scare us and throw us out. Now we basically use this interactions in these rooms to make sure that she actually does not show up anywhere else around the map while we're doing this.
What the fuck?
We get out of the door now. We'll interact with this crank only once, and then we're gonna immediately take a left and go back once we came. We can grab a medkit over here if you want, and immediately turn on the lights. Or if you want, you could keep the med injector and just turn on the lights and head back. She's gonna be too busy blinded by the light, and we'll have enough time to run back and just start cranking. There's gonna be some Molotovs over there.
Only one more.
Now we're free to roam around, and we're free to just get into this room, finally, and place in the crank and spin the wheel.
Power has been successfully restored.
They should open the hatch. I need to hurry.
We're going to be making our way back, we're going to be turning on the lights, and you actually do not have to shoot her. Just turn on the lights and make your way to Emily again. She's going to die on her own. No need to shoot her with a Requiem, no need to shoot her with a regular gun. Just walk away.
Get out of here. Get out of the fucking way. Come on. Open. Finally.
Make sure to shoot all the vitals with Leon. We're going to be upgrading the capacity of our sniper rifle. Buy the ammo, of course. Always buy the ammo every time you enter a new area. I buy the strong SMG. Upgrade the strength, the scope, the magazine. You can also just use the Gala if you'd like, but I prefer this one much better. And we're just going to ignore all these zombies on the street and make our way to the spider boss. Mostly we're going to be ignoring everything in this area unless we absolutely have to. Grab the scrap over here, the shotgun ammo on the ground, and behind the desk is going to be a med injector. You do not need to fight anything that you don't need to. We're just going to be saving resources, saving our time, unless an area demands us to fight or is too hard to just run through. Again, I'm going to be making sure to leave nothing to RNG. Everything's going to be like safe in this run. I do die twice, but it's insanity, you know, memes happen. For the spider boss, you actually could damage the spider boss during these segments, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to run around the moment he breaks the wall. We're going to be using the rifle to put down his health, and we're not going to reload with the rifle, same as before. Just let's start blasting away. You can put in like at least 8 shots over here, and that's actually going to lower his health for the next segments. So yes, you can damage him in these phases. We're gonna make our way upstairs. I use a grenade to deal with all the small spiders, so over here I equip my grenade. If you melee the small spider over here, the weapon's going to open, and you can throw a grenade right around that corner over there. I equip my shotgun and stay on the edge of this window and shoot him twice as he's doing this attacking animation. I grab my rifle, go upstairs, and as he's coming down from our left, we can start blasting him like 7 shots, 8 shots, 6 shots, until our magazine empties up. Grab the shotgun ammo and go all the way around. He could come from behind you or in front of you, right over here, or from in front of me. We basically, regardless, blow up the barrel and start blasting him. Make sure it's mid-range, on his weak spot, just like so. Always reload with 1 bullet left. Now I could follow him and finish him off here, but I don't because I want to show you more of the boss fight if you don't kill him right now. He's always going to drop down from over that hole over there.
Where are you?
He's always going to drop from there, and once he does, you can immediately jump up. He's going to start attacking with his webs, and he's going to miss you. And you can just start blasting away at him. And then once he's not dead even then, you can start throwing this barrel at him and just finish him off with your shotgun. If you haven't killed him yet, then you probably missed like 20 shots, dude, because you could have killed him way earlier. This is always going to be handgun bullets, which we can sell in the market. Same for the driver's seat over here, always handgun bullets.
Whose camp is this?
Now, since this section is so long, and the ammo doesn't reset in this section until you finish it, you can buy the ammo at the end of the section instead of now. You can just focus on upgrades instead. So you can buy like the rest of the upgrades for the marksman. Most importantly is the capacity upgrade. And then the damage for like the SMG or anything like that. As you can see, I decide to leave buying the ammo for later because the section is so long. You see, the whole point of buying ammo is every section it resets, so you kind of try to force yourself to buy the ammo every section because it's limited and you can't just infinitely buy it. So it's good to always buy it when you can. But since this section is so long, the ammo's going to be there for so long. I'm going to shoot this box down. Make our way through the first hallway over here. Shoot this box down. Grab the sniper ammo and kill this guy over here. You can even see him spawn actually. And this is where I have my first death. Absolute me. I should have shot and killed this guy. I should not have gotten up twice. I should have just immediately started shooting at him. And yeah, he just killed me. But there's a checkpoint right here, so it doesn't matter. And then when you press continue, the timer resets, like it doesn't go on like other Resident Evil games. So we can watch again. If he doesn't spawn, you can just move to the left until he does. And you're meant to just aim and shoot the moment you're up. You're not supposed to wait. I got up here and got into the ledge animation, which got me killed. So completely my fault, not RNG. Now we're gonna ignore everything here. We're just gonna go up here, stand left here, we're gonna stand right over here, shoot that girl and move on. Basically killed like 3 enemies that entire section instead of 50.
Bad news, Sherry. This place is overrun with zombies.
What? That's impossible. They should have all been wiped out by the missile.
Yeah, they should have. There should be a part for the detonator somewhere around here. Sherry, found the distributor. 2 more parts and I can jerry-rig the detonator for that gate.
Great. Can you see any more from your position?
I know the BSAA camp. That should have the signal receiver. Relay's over there, huh? That should be a fun trip. Got the location for those parts. I want to collect them now.
Okay. I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
You can save over here. If you've decided to buy the armor, you can repair it, or you can just make some final upgrades. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to grab the strength for my SMG over here. We're also going to sell all the small gunpowders, or discard them or not grab them, because as I said, we're only going to be crafting shotgun shells. Grenade in there, very important to grab. And also there's going to be Requiem ammo just on top of these stairs that we're going to grab. We're going to be basically leaving the Requiem for only 2 parts, I believe. Like 2.5 actually. But we're mostly going to be buying them and backing them until the right moment, essentially. Make sure you sneak kill this guy over here, so just don't run all the way up to him. I don't remember, I think he does become Blisterhead if you kill him regularly. That's why I sneak kill him, but I don't remember 100% why. In this part, inventory is going to be really annoying. We're basically going to constantly have to open our inventory and discard or combine something. For these zombies, kill the 2 zombies that show up first. Because when you kill the first zombie, he turns into a Blisterhead. And one of these zombies can have a weapon that you can throw at the Blisterhead before he turns, or even after he turns. And you can kill him without any trouble. Once we go up the ladder, we're going to drop down, look to our left, and we're going to wait for these zombies to move on a little bit. And we're just going to zoom right past them. We take this little path I take over here. We're going to stick to the left over here. That zombie could grab you sometimes if you're not doing the line properly. We're going to shoot these guys away. You could get hit or once or twice, but just immediately heal afterwards and come on out. It's way more... it's safer to just take a hit, eat it, heal up and run, rather than kill all the enemies over there. Just like that. Here comes the worst part of the fucking run. I just hate this place so much. But I've made it pretty easy as well for myself. And what easier way than grabbing the Requiem, am I right? So the first use of Requiem is going to be pretty much over here. There's going to be 3 zombies after you grab the valve. And you're going to want to decapitate all of them. Make sure they have no head left, so they don't turn into Blisterheads. Just like that. You can spin the valve a little bit and just let go. The door will start opening as you back up. You're gonna want to also headshot and decapitate the woman over there with the axe. I do miss a shot here, but you know, it doesn't matter too much. I think I do eat a hit as well. I don't, never mind. But you want to use the axe she has for a free hit. And for the rest of the hits, it's going to be the good old strat. Take a few steps back, throw a grenade, hit him, take a few steps back, throw a grenade, and hit him. The last Blisterhead on his back. Make sure you go all the way to his back so it actually connects. And just like that, you don't have to deal with any Blisterheads. It does take a lot of resources, but this path is super consistent. You don't have to deal with multiple enemies at once. You don't have to parry anything. You don't have to time anything. Except the grenades, obviously. That's pretty easy. And you're just guaranteed to get out of there with the resources that are allocated for this part, essentially.
Send some footage your way, Sherry. The guy at the end. White suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on.
There's plenty of loot on this side of the street that you can grab before you do these two parts. At the end of the road, there's like 4 rifle ammos, large gunpowder, and a bunch of green herbs as well. I don't, for the sake of saving time, and I frankly don't need them. For the gas station part, we're basically going to be using the rifle and the SMG. So basically, we're going to shoot. We're going to try to get a headshot if Bloom blesses us. And after the headshot, we're going to finish off the zombies with the SMG. Just like so. And we're going to be doing that rinse and repeat for essentially all the enemies around here. Aside from the very last enemy. The chainsaw boss, which we're going to be using our trusted mighty shotgun. Headshot.
Let me guess.
SMG.
You used to be the town lumberjack.
Headshot. SMG. You get the points. Shoot the guy the moment you're out of there. The explodey guy. Now taking a few hits here is completely fine. You have a lot of healing items. In fact, you pretty much have a overcapped inventory of healing items and resources, so it doesn't matter if you spend some, even if it's a few shotgun shells as well. You don't have to be that conservative about them at all. You have a lot of resources. I mean, we have like 60 shotgun shells right here, so we're fine. But really, distance is key. You have plenty of distance over here. Speaking of distance, always try to be at mid-range for this guy, so you can have the best benefits for your charm. That's too far away, for example. At this range is kind of good, mid-range. If you're too far off, the damage fall-off is going to be pretty strong. If you're too close, you're going to have a damage penalty. And don't rush into the fire. I have learned that the very, very hard way. The truck on the left here will always have a grenade inside of it, so very useful. Next up, the second most annoying part, the mortars. But we've got a strat for that as well, so no worries. We're going to go outside this window over here. There's going to be some Racoon ammo at the top. Just going to shoot it down and grab it. The crates will always have a static drop in them. So doesn't matter how much ammo you have, you should always open the supply crates because there's a set amount of good ammo in there. not just handguns. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna headshot this guy twice. Basically for all the BSA agents, we're gonna be pretty much just using the rifle. 2 headshots will kill them. We're gonna position ourselves like so when we drop down so we can kill this guy immediately. The one with the helmet will actually take 3 shots. If you kill this guy very fast, well, not even very fast like what I did, you can immediately just go and spin the crank and leave the room without fighting the rest of the enemies. It's very worth it to conserve ammo and health. Just shoot that guy over there and immediately get the crank and just leave. Get your SMG ready because this guy is going to need to be shot at. Some rifle ammo on the what is that, a stove? Yeah, on the stove. There's always rifle ammo in this box as well, so this box is worth it. Shoot the guy with a mortar. I equip a scope because my aim is horrendous. You'll notice that I equip a scope on and off a lot of times. Those mortar guys will die to any one shot. Doesn't have to be the sniper rifle, by the way. You can just do an SMG, for example, or of anything really. We're gonna touch the corner and go back immediately to a safe spot over here, because we don't want to deal with mortars and a melee zombie and a gun zombie. We're gonna try to separate them. So over here we're gonna have the melee zombie first. Shoot him twice. The mortars are not gonna reach over here. We're gonna wait for the shooting zombie to go basically over here. Start shooting. Right over there, start shooting. We're gonna wait for him to come to us, and then we're gonna hide behind cover afterwards. So right now he's gonna push us. Start shooting. And then we're gonna blast him. Well, try to. Your aim will be better than mine. After an explosion, we can just run to this building over here. And as I said, you don't need a sniper rifle, just shoot him with an SMG. We're gonna break this box over here. It's not gonna have the loot in it, but it's going to bait the explosion that just happened, which gives us enough time to go safely into this building. This box will always have shotgun ammo, so it's worth it, if you have the space. After the explosion on the rooftop, we're gonna go right by this cabinet over here, equip our shotgun, and look outside the window on the left. That guy has a grenade, and you better kill him. And you basically just try to stay behind cover and shoot these guys without leaving this house or this corner, basically. You can have a scope in if you want and just shoot these guys. If they get too close to you, just grab your shotgun and smash them away. You have a lot of shotgun ammo if they get close to you. So like over here, I think I missed like 30 shots over here. I get so pissed. Always leave only after an explosion. So an explosion happened, then we decided to bolt it. Otherwise it could catch you midway, and it's not fun. So we're gonna blast the guy, blast this wall over here so we can get some more boom shots later. And we're gonna pre-aim our ballista like right over there. We're gonna grab the detonator part. We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna touch the edge of this ramp over here and immediately run back to the mortar. There's gonna be about like 8 infected, 8 zombies, and the moment you kill them, they will turn into blister heads. So instead of dealing with any of that nonsense, we have, well, this thing over here. Pre-aimed and ready. When you kill them, if the shot doesn't directly kill them, like if it hits the edge of them, make sure they're not turning. Make sure to shoot them again, because they could sneak up on you pretty quickly if you just shoot them and look away immediately. After they're all done, you can go down here and start grabbing loot. Guaranteed rifle ammo here. 2 Requiem shots inside this building we opened up.
Found the signal receiver. Or at least what's left of it.
Okay, one component left. By the way, I found some evidence of the Pentagon putting pressure on the BSAA. It appears the North American branch has been moving independently.
Heard they had an internal dispute. Think it's related?
That's all I've got. There's been an increase in government surveillance. Looks like my fan base is growing.
Some things never change. Watch your back. I'll contact you again soon.
As you leave out, there's going to be blister heads on the street now, so make sure you're quick when you get out of here. It's faster if you open up this locker right now instead of later. And at this point on, you can buy the ammo, buy case upgrade, buy armor, you know, whatever you want, basically. You should have the upgrade that are necessary, the rest are just extra add-ons. I like my SMG a lot, but I'm not sure if I upgrade it or not. We will need to upgrade our hatchet damage twice, so I do that right now instead of later, but you can just wait until you fight Mr. X first. We're going to be using it for, obviously, the hatchet is going to be for Hunk.
Right, I can use that.
Now for this section, I go to this door and upstairs first. There's a green herb inside this little closed door. And upstairs, going to the right, there's going to be a large gunpowder. Now doing this will allow a zombie to despawn, after we go upstairs. On Insanity, there's going to be a zombie that catches you once you come down from the scaffolding, trapping you essentially. But he basically despawns if you go upstairs. So the zombie will move in like right over there, grabbing your leg always. There's also going to be some scrap in the trash can that I forgot to grab, right next to the fall down that I had there.
Oh, fuck.
For this section, we're going to nail the door, grab our SMG, shoot this glass immediately once we see it. Go up this ramp, and throw a grenade over there. In the general area, you don't need to be precise. And we're just going to skip everything.
Okay, let's find those detonator points. Picked up the relay.
Great job. Now to get through that gate.
Yeah, just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
There's going to be some Racoon ammo on the ladder over here. And a grenade, I believe. We're gonna snipe that guy right in front of us. Then we're gonna drop down and start skipping everything again. We're gonna be taking this route over here, up the stairs, the opening on the right, and huck the left wall in. We're gonna go up the stairs. Now you're gonna bother with a guy with a grenade. We're gonna get up the stairs, shoot down that box. We're only gonna shoot it down now, not earlier, because there's gonna be enemies coming out of it. And then we're gonna get up here and immediately slide down. No need to wait, no need to kill anything, just nice and easy. And this path is consistent. I've never been hit there actually. The bomb could stun you. Sometimes the stun animation gets cancelled as well. For this section, we're gonna go around a wide angle so the zombie on the left doesn't grab us. We're gonna go to the right of this zombie, the left over here, and I'm supposed to have a shotgun for this guy, but I don't have a sniper rifle, but it doesn't matter. After we go up the first flight of stairs, we blow it up. Then go up the second flight of stairs. And we're gonna avoid everything. Just wide angles and goodbye. This is also super consistent, and after you're inside this room, the enemies and the guy with the chainsaw don't even bother you. Now we can track back and head for the safe room before this part over here, which is also going to be super easy. Grab the herb. It's going to be the last save point for this section, so if you haven't grabbed ammo by now, I recommend you do so. I do upgrade my SMG over here. I do buy body armor. Not that I need it, but why not? You know, the money's there. Sell handgun ammo, sell small gunpowders, make green herbs, you know. We're gonna craft a stacked hand grenade for this part. The ammo on the shotgun is already looking ridiculous. 70 shots now. We're gonna aim our grenades right inside this building, and we're only going to throw it after the first zombie comes out of it. So like right around now when he gets to the door. So there's 2 zombies that are in that house that are now dead. And we're going to kill this guy with an SMG. There is a strat of just looking up on first person, and the zombies will not attack you. You shoot the next guy that's coming down with an SMG, it's just going to be one guy. If you just keep looking up, even if there's tens of zombies down here, as long as if it's not a blister head, they're not going to attack you. But that might get patched. So this strat is also here for safety, like 100% guarantee, no glitch, no bullshit, no first person. Any mode works. There's going to be a zombie over here. He usually falls. Sometimes he does stick the landing, but if he does, you just shoot him with his SMG as well. Afterwards, going to be 3 enemies, blister head included. So prepare a regular grenade. And we're going to shoot it after the 3 of the lands. If the blister head hasn't fell down from the elevator, just kill him with a melee attack. If he has, then you can just relax now. At this part, just try to survive. At this part, just look up a bit, but I don't do it in time. The cutscene is basically going to end. You can do 1 Requiem shot if you want on all these enemies. For them to stay away from you, or you can just pump a shotgun into them. But basically, after you kill the blister head, it's essentially like 10 seconds and it's over. And that's Racoon City. We're done. Next part is going to be the RPD, which is in Racoon City. I mean, like the bomb section, essentially. So, you know, the next part is super duper boring. You can skip to this timestamp if you just want to see from Mr. X onwards. The bug section is easy, the Chloe section is boring, so here's the timestamp for the Mr. X boss fight.
Should make it there.
But if you do decide to stick around, hi, hey, how you doing? Well, this bike part, you don't need to push forward, or run, or anything, really. Leon will just go on his own, you don't need to swerve to the sides, you don't need to press anything. It's not going to go faster or slower. And we're going to shoot this dog only after he lands, right now. And then the next one, right now. And then the next one now. And then we're gonna ignore these 2 next dogs because they can never hurt you. Now, the dogs only die during certain parts. So if you shot the first dog way earlier, you can just pump a full clip into him and he will not die. So only shoot them at the parts where they can start taking damage, essentially, which I'll let you know which one they are. Yeah, but even then, like, you don't really need to do this at all. It's very super easy. You kill only the crop that's close to you. The next one you kill now. If you start shooting them earlier, they just ego all the hits and not take any damage. All in one go, this one. You're gonna shoot Victor so he doesn't blow us up. After you go up, there's gonna be a dot on the right. One left. Then right again. Then left.
So much for the direct route.
Shoot the red things. I'm sure you figured this out by now. Shoot the dog on the right, the one on the left. Then either Gideon or the dog, both are fine. Just make sure you shoot Gideon so he doesn't shoot the rockets. And from this point on, you can just let go of the controller or anything. You literally just wait. You can just go take a pee break if you want.
Seriously. I don't give up that easy. Can't believe it's still standing. Rest easy, officer.
away. Stay away.
What was that? Please just be a bad dream. Why? Why did they? What's wrong with What is this place?
I just sent you the coordinates.
I don't have time to deal with this. Give me a goddamn break.
What is Ark?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important. It hasn't changed.
So, we grab the ammo over here, and the med injector and ammo over here. We're gonna make sure we grab all the ammo left for this section over here. All the upgrades that we have. Basically just gonna be using the shotgun. So for the strat, basically, I wanted to upgrade the capacity for the shotgun further as well. Yeah, right here. The strat for Mr. X. At the start, we're gonna go the right immediately. Go to the back of this car, turn around, and it's gonna make him stay stuck. We're gonna always try to stay at mid-range and always shooting at his heart. Mid-range and at his heart. We're always gonna reload with one bullet left. And other than that, you just ego everything. You just take the shots, you know, whenever he hits you, just let him hit you. Just don't die. Make sure you heal up afterwards. So I take a hit here. I don't care. I just keep blasting. I get hit again. Whenever you're in yellow, heal. Other than that, you just keep blasting. You have more than like 20 heals. You have more than 70 shotgun shots. You don't need to parry. You just heal after taking damage and you're fine. Always try to aim for his heart. Whenever he goes down, always go to his left, your right, and start shooting his heart, like so. Always reload with one bullet left. The armor doesn't make a lot of difference in this part, honestly, because it just breaks after like one hit or two, so the armor doesn't really matter. Whenever he goes for the car, just start blasting, and it's always better to do hard shots and at mid-range. It does like, at the proper distance, it does like 700 damage. And otherwise, you know, you're doing like 200 at other cars, at other ranges, but hey, he still goes down pretty easily.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
Med injector in the car, there's always going to be machine gun there, and always rifle ammo in that box over there.
Made it. I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Gris.
Understood.
There's going to be spiders on this part, so prepare your SMG. Each one just dies with one bullet, so you can just tap fire all of them. If you're super low on ammo, the second wave of spiders over here, some of them will actually drop ammo. But you should be so stacked right now that it wouldn't matter. So there are going to be some 2 spiders on your right. Make sure to take care of them as well. Green herb on your right. There's going to be it's like 6 to 8 rifle shots and the train on the left. Make sure to grab those. It's going to be super useful. Now, once the plant shows up, just dump rifle ammo into it. But do so after it opens its petals. So like I wait around here and then shoot after it opens up. Takes about 2 to 3 shots.
I guess this is my stop. BSAA left something behind. It just keeps going. finally reached the bottom. This is one very deep hole.
The perfect place to hide something.
We're going to be basically skipping every plant in our way. Starting from this one, we just go to hug the left wall. If you interact with a box here and buy some ammo, which you should be doing, you will get an autosave. Just wait a bit because that plant is still aggroed. At this point, after I get all the upgrades I want, I even, like, you could buy herbs, you could buy anything you want, like Requiem shots, extra Requiem shots if you want. This is the hard part. Right here, I parry, and I stick to the left over here. If you want, you can just kill the plants if you can do the parry. You can also just restart to try and do the parry again and learn it. You stop at this edge here because there's going to be a guy just blasting away at you. I recommend equipping the scope and blasting his head on return after he shoots. Again, for the parry part, you don't need to do the parry. If you're not comfortable with it, you can just take your time, do 2-3 shots to the plants and just kill them normally. There's going to be another BSAA guy over here. You also shoot with a sniper rifle. Green herb on the left. For these plants, the one that attacks you, I finish him quickly with a sniper rifle. Like that. And the ones that are standing, that are just idle, I just finish them off with the SMG instead. To conserve the good ammo of the sniper. Don't be greedy here like I am, you know, like I took a unnecessary hit here, I could have dodged that, but it's whatever. We got way too much healing items at this point. Unless you've been taking hits left and right. Which don't feel shy to restart a part. There's a lot of checkpoints at Leon's part. You can easily just restart a part if you feel like you didn't do well at all. So for this part, when you see a hand move, you just move left and right. If you're on third person, don't go left and right, just go one direction. If you're on first person, you can strike left and right. After it opens its head like that, you can do 2 shots, and then just move away immediately. He's gonna do the head attack, then 2 slam attacks, or 3, and then you can start blasting. So now, do 2 shots here. Oh, I was late there, so I only get 1. And then start moving until he does like his slams. And that's basically rinse and repeat for the plot 43. So again, on first person I get to go left and right. On third person you have to just keep going in one direction to avoid the plant strikes. Close it opens his head, signaling an attack. We can do 2 shots and run away. And now we just kill him. It's not really a hard fight. Even if he hits you a bunch of times, you have so many heals. You should have plenty of ammo. You can use your shotgun as well if you want to. Just make sure you get close to the enemy and just blast him with the shotgun. Buy your stuff over here as usual, the ammo. I'm just on a buying spree right now, I just buy everything. I even decided to buy 2 Requiem upgrades by the end. Which is optional, but for a certain part is recommended. Grab the large gunpowder over there. There's going to be a module on the left, over here on the desk. And we're going to create a stacked grenade. I'm going to aim it at the rooftop. And once the lights turn out, immediately throw it. They're going to blow up, and they're going to have a delayed death, and you can just loot them. The next part, I just bait their attacks, try to bait their attacks, headshot them with the scope, or two-shot them on the body. After killing 2 or 3 of them, about 2 of them, they'll start running away and scattering, and you can go up the ramp and start blasting them from the top, essentially. But here comes my second death. I have no clue where this guy was. They're usually just standing like right over here, but the other guy I just couldn't find for the love of me. And it's funny, like right now I'm looking back at the footage, I still can't find it. It's just invisible, dude. But yeah, that's like almost never happens to me. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you too. And even if it does, hey, well, here's your restart. You're right for there, and no time wasted because this game is actually generous with the time. As in, it doesn't keep counting if you get a game over. I try to make a gas here to see if maybe I can find a strat where they push forward again, but I remember that I have tried that in the past and it never worked, so I just move on. But yeah, you'll see right here that they're usually in these spots. Right, these spots. 1 and 2 on down the left. Usually around here. After you're done with them, you can drop down. Aim at the sky over there. Shoot this guy on the head once or twice in the body. Shoot that guy, shoot that guy. And once the shield guy drops, make sure to shoot him again, so he properly dies. And you basically just finish them off while they're busy in their animation. There's going to be 2 in front of you and 2 dropping down from the right. So basically it takes like 2 body shots or 1 headshot. You can start looting around. Since I was so low on rifle ammo, I was breaking boxes. Because it would guarantee that it gives me rifle ammo, just like it did back there. I'm gonna go back to the safe spot to get an armor upgrade or repair before Hunk. But Hunk is gonna be pretty scripted here.
Do not leave the designated areas without authorization.
I'm gonna replay Hunk's fight as well to show you exactly how it's done. So, he doesn't attack always, you slash twice, and you get into this animation if you're in mid-range, if you're not too close to him. Then he's going to do an attack, parry, he's going to do another attack, you slap twice, and then you wait. You also press forward as you're deflecting. After this gun animation, you can hit him twice, you'll have to parry twice. And after 3 to 4 hits, you'll just get into this flash animation. This is the hard part. You're gonna have to either parry like a triple wombo combo or that easy one. I got lucky and got the easy one. After you do a melee attack, rush him down and melee him. And that's that. Here, let me replay again. So, keep holding forward and deflect, slash twice, get into the animation. The moment he moves, just press deflect. Keep going forward, deflect, keep going forward, attack twice, keep going forward, deflect, and then now you just slash him twice. And if you're not too close to him, you'll do this gun animation. Afterwards you get 2 free slashes. You'll have to parry him twice, and then get a 4-hit combo in as he flashes you. Afterwards, you'll have to parry him a lot. At this phase, he could also run away. You parry him, and you keep shooting him. You'll have to learn the timing for the parry, but essentially it's the moment he starts moving. And if Hunk runs away after the fog phase, you can just shoot him down with the SMG. But if you look at the footage a few times, it's pretty scripted. I've gotten that exact fight multiple times. After you kill him, there's going to be two gunners, one on the right, one on the left. And then afterwards, there's going to be one on the stairs outside. These gunners, to me, they're harder than Hunk. They're really difficult. So the Hunk timing for the parry is just as soon as he moves, you parry him. In the later phases, he gains a fake out. So it's going to be like a one hit into a fake out or 1-2 hit into a fake out. But if you basically follow the flow chart of the first phase, you'll damage him so much that the last phase will be barely noticeable, essentially.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
If you do the bad ending, essentially Hunk is going to be the hardest part of your run the first time you do it. But after you learn Hunk and you learn that kind of flow chart that I've set out, it's going to be pretty easy for you to always kill him first try. As you've seen the footage, I'd die to the gunner in this run, but I wouldn't die to Hunk because it's so scripted, essentially. If you're doing the right amount of damage and right amount of hits. And there's like a restart right at the start of the fight. You don't even need to save the game. The autosave just puts you right before Hunk. There's also a glitch currently at the time of the recording where you can insta-kill Hunk. Obviously I'm not going to show it because it's A, boring to be fair, and B, could get patched out, so this is a guaranteed way to get him killed every time. Unless if they like buff him or something, which is unheard of in Capcom games. Now, if you look down over here, you're going to skip the liquor animation. Race is pretty much going to be stacked to the brim with stuff over here. Make sure you don't have a knife equipped. We're going to go behind this liquor over here and hemo him. The zombie behind us will get up. We'll immediately need to turn around and molly him. And slowly walk away. Don't run on this part because there's going to be another liquor. Then we're going to make our way to the safe over there. Password is 8050, I believe. The liquor will probably get in here. Make sure you unequip that knife that you just grabbed, which I do here. So I can spam the action button so I can hemo him right here. There's also going to be a bottle by where that zombie spawned, like right over here on this table. If the liquor doesn't come into the room right here, he will be in this very long hallway. We'll have to wait for him to turn around and then hemo him. And right now we have about 100 bullets, so we're just gonna start blasting, really. You'll see that I just draw outlines of zombies and it's still fine. I have way too much ammo to spare. And this is me not even going upstairs in the care center with Grays and grabbing all the blood. I still have way too much resources. You'll also notice that I mostly ignore all the blood that I find in this section because I simply don't need it. Just make sure there's a lot of distance between you and the zombie, and you have plenty of space to work with in this lab to do so. Do not be greedy, do not let him grab you. And before starting to fight them, you can equip the knife to make sure you have like a failsafe just in case they do that. Make sure to grab both bottles of acid. Each one is on one side of the table. I grab a regular empty glass bottle and I go over and hit it on that wall over there. I'm gonna wait for 2 zombies to go there and molly both of them. You can shoot them so they can die faster, but it's optional. And then we're gonna shoot and kill the 3rd and last zombie over here. And this section is clear for now, until we get back. We've killed everything here as Grace. Oh no. Nobody's gonna hear the glass.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
You can run all the way until you reach the bottom of the stairs, equip your bottle of acid, and once you hit the bottom you can just start aiming and killing that licker over there. You can also just sneak past them, but why bother? We have way too many things.
All right, Leon. Be careful. I need to get going too.
As we make our way back here, everything will be dead for now. I equip the knife for safety. Go to the left side, there's going to be a blood bag. I have so much ammo that I'm even discarding it here with grace. I prepare a Molotov the moment I grab that thing, so I can just shoot it in the middle. 3 of them will catch flame. Shoot each one once, or more, so they die. Get ready for another volley. And the moment you see the zombie coming up, you're going to throw it at them as well. Start blasting each with one. Or, I mean, I had so much ammo, I just started blasting, really. And that's everything in this section. There's nothing alive anymore. There's so much blood lying around as well if you want to grab it. On Insanity, there's going to be a cheeky little zombie in this room over here.
Threat level red in storage sector, including AI control center. No.
Oh no.
learn how to make acid bottles through this one. It'll also teach you how to make literally everything else you don't know in the game. Password is 20070. For the next section, you'll need about like 4 to 5, I think, bottles of acid total. You already got 2, so you only need to craft 2 to 3. You can run all the way until you reach the bottom of the stairs. Make sure the knife is unequipped. You know why. Here is the reason. And from this part on, do not run, because it'll cause a lot of problems for you. We're going to throw a bottle of acid at that liquor's edge. On the close is enough. It's going to alert this the other liquor. It's going to come from either that left or right hallway, that one, or here. Whichever one he decides to come from, just follow him. He's going to turn around and then you can hemo him as well. You don't need to. You can always sneak past this one. I just, I can. We have way too much. Grab the molly. Molly this guy. Make sure you put some distance in case he tries to lunge at you. Then you can acid this liquor and the other one as well. All you need is a full blood collector and a blood bag to make all the acid you need for this part. They also drop like a lot of blood as well, but again, I don't bother. You can walk after they're done, and by the stairs you can even start running. There's a free save over here, free ink ribbon, free save.
Control Center. Noah, reboot.
I do recommend saving because the next part, what I do is risky. You don't have to do this, but I acid this guy, and the liquors at the end I will just run through. If you want, you can just use the bottles you have to craft acids and just kill them with acids instead. It's safer, and there's a lot of blood in that room and in previous rooms as well. But I just decide to save time and run through it. So when you reach the first step, you can start running over here. I keep to the right over here and immediately go left like so. And yeah, 100% success rate. I've never been hit here, but it is scary. And if you don't have like good movement, you might get stuck around one of the corners and get hit. So you can bait them with the empty bottle glasses. You have a lot of blood lying all around. You can craft acid bottles. So you do you, whatever you prefer. There's also a safe spot that you can try the trick once just for fun, and if it doesn't work, you can always... doesn't work for you, it always works for me. If it doesn't work for you, you can just always use the bottles of acid instead.
Containment breach.
Now speaking of stack, Leon is stacked on Requiem bullets here. And that's what we're going to be using for this section. Pretty much any liquor is going to die in 2 Requiem shots. Even if it's unupgraded. I did upgrade mine, but you don't have to upgrade yours. First 2 zombies I kill with the SMG because I'm still conserving, even though I shouldn't be. And yeah, just have fun, man.
Oh, shit. You've got to be kidding me.
I upgrade my Requiem for one part for Gideon's fight that I'm going to mention later. But if you're gonna do like the bad ending, or you don't even if you're doing Gideon fights, you don't need the upgraded Requiem. You can still do it without it. The box in front of you over there, the white box that I passed by, has like 10,000 credit in it. You could also grab it and buy an upgrade or some ammo for yourself. Now we're gonna go halfway through this hallway and turn around. There's gonna be a licker. Shoot him twice. They might even die in one shot as well sometimes if you crit.
This must be the room.
Like that one died in one shot for me.
As many of you fuckers as I can.
So you kill those 3 lickers, you come down. There's gonna be 2 here.
Haven't changed much. Oh, yeah.
And honestly, I save the rest for later. You will need about like the remaining 6 shots essentially to have an easier time at the final part. So I just run through all of these. It's gonna be a licker over here. You can parry his attack. I decided not to. Just took it like a champ. But it doesn't matter, I have way too much heals. And then there's even one at the top with a great herb over here as well waiting for me. Grab the grenade and the medkit. You can go back to the save room to save and to get your armor up as well if you want to. I decided to just continue onwards. Because again, the armor is going to be like only 1 hit at level 1 or 2 at level 2. The armor is really not worth it.
Security threat detected.
So I shoot the first licker here twice. I wait for this guy to turn around, shoot him twice. And then stagger the guy on my left. Go to the end of the hallway. You should wait a bit and blow this canister up. I should have waited a bit longer to gather them all together. But I got the shotgun, so it really doesn't matter.
Warning. Autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair.
For this part, you can throw a grenade to the zombies on the right. I decided to save mine for, well, no reason to be honest. And then you shoot the canister on the left. I almost died at this part as well for being stupid, but it's like, I have way too much shotgun ammo, I should be using that, but... Somehow that was a back grab, but thank god I didn't kill. Again, you could be a way better player than I am and get through it with a much easier time. Now what I do for... You can finish the game right here if you want, obviously, but if you want to go to Victor, I save 1 Requiem shot and make sure it's like the last shot in the cylinder, so I can make full use of Wesker's Charm. My Requiem is also 2 levels upgraded in strength-wise, like I've upgraded the power of it twice. So the last shot is going to be doing a really good damage, and we're going to be using that for whenever Gideon picks up his RPG and aims it at us. If you stun Victor when he has the RPG, you basically get a free RPG that you could use either at Victor or the second phase.
I need to hurry. This is finally my chance to do something. Leon! Leon!
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
For Victor, we're just gonna grab our shotgun and use that. We're gonna parry any attack he throws our way. Just whenever he's writing up anything, just press spacebar. It will take getting used to, honestly. Victor is gonna be pretty tough. Whenever he breaks your axe, change it to Mortal Edge, the second axe, because you're not gonna have enough time to repair it. Try to always stay at mid-range and to get the max benefit from the shotgun damage. You have plenty of heals to just throw at this way. And again, with a shotgun, always reload in a set 1. Now when he goes up at these pillars, he's invincible. Don't shoot him, it's useless. Just grab the loot around the map, fix both your axes or only your regular axe. You can also upgrade the ability before the fight if you want to have a better chance. And then after he explodes the first time, just run from one edge of the map to the other, like so. When he's mid-range, you just keep attacking. For this attack, you can move forward or run forward and you'll completely miss you. The attack where he, like, you know, grapples to the air and slams down. For this one over here, grab the RPG, you know, Requiem headshot, last bullet with a Wesker charm will just destroy him. At this point I was like, I don't even need any more shotgun ammo, but I guess I'll craft it for space. And you can use the RPG, you can save it for the second phase if you'd like. But I hate Victor, so yeah. Moving on. For the second phase, the blister on the head, a big one, is always going to take a lot of damage, so make sure to use a shotgun or a sniper rifle to deal with that one. Every other small blister on the side will take just one shot of an SMG. You can just tank and ego everything here, honestly. You do not need to parry, you do not need to do anything going to strafe, just tank every hit if you got enough heals. At this part I had like 50. After you break all of them, you can just throw a grenade in the middle and just destroy most of these little bubbles. You can also just do it with an SMG if you want. So in phase 2 he's gonna have 2 blisters on his head. I didn't want to reload the shotgun, it would take forever, so I just used my sniper. You can see I had 60 medkits. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I had 60 when I had like a casual war. And that's credits. That's Resident Evil 9 on Insanity, done under 4 hours, no bonus weapons for items. With a pretty consistent strategy, I'd say. Try them out yourself. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you.